All right, not a bad little crew on St. Patrick's Day. We'll see what we get. How's everybody doing tonight? Mr. Todd, you're dressed for St. Patty's and Dopey.
Yes, sir.
Are you registered?
Yes, me, my wife, my daughter, my son, and my daughter-in-law,
All doing Dopey next year.
all doing dopey. Two first timers.
Mud on. You feel ready? You did the hardest part. It's register.
Yeah, no kidding.
I didn't I had three windows open. I did not break an hour on any of them. I didn't go under an hour on any of them. And I had a friend, she got 5 minutes and she messaged me and she's like, send me the info.
Nice.
Send me the deets. So we got in. I have a feeling we're going to be a light crew tonight. I think we're going to be a very light crew. We got 17
Okay.
at St. Patrick's Day. This was poor planning on my part, but the ones that show up, you're all that matters. Just kidding. The rest of you can watch it on the replay. I told anybody, yeah, Val's in here. I've been having the people in my group coaching chat been wondering about my crazy story from yesterday. So I do have to start out with a crazy story tonight. That's one place I'll start. The crazy story. Coda and I go for a walk every morning. If you've seen Coda in my lap before, he is 12 pounds of fluff, the smallest little thing. We're on our walk, and also I will start by saying I love all dogs. I love all animals. Nothing against the animal in the story, but we're on our normal walk, like 9 o'clock yesterday morning. This is why it pays to be athletic. Why, yes, your cat is bigger than my dog. This is why it pays to work on your fitness and stay in shape. We're walking, and out of nowhere, I see we're in Central Florida, so subdeveloped. Houses are fairly close to each other, and in between two of the houses, there's like this metal crate, and I just hear barking, loud barking, and I turn my head to the right, and there is this got to be 60-pound Rottweiler diving up the crate, and this was not like a good crate. This was like a playpen. It looked like a metal playpen. So I picked up Coda. We put a little hustle in our step, and I could still hear this dog barking. And we didn't run or anything. And he had a little brother in there, a little French bulldog. Got Coda in my arms, and I got maybe 50 feet before I glanced over I kept glancing over the shoulder because kept hearing the dog. Glanced over the shoulder. Dog broke out of the crate and was coming full bore at us, like 50 miles an hour. It felt like he was like shot out of a cannon. This dog was bum rushing us. The jaws were open. He was in a full on sprint to try to get. So I picked up the pace and picked up the pace. I got a palm in my arm. And now I'm still very far from the house. There's no way I'm out running this dog. He's closing in on me quick. His little brother's closing in too. We did a damn box jump onto an electric box. Pomeranian in hand. I sprinted, jumped onto an electric box, and this dog, I turned around, is like right up, diving into my face, but he couldn't close the distance. My poor dog was so traumatized. So that is why Kodo was traumatized, for those of you that were wondering why he didn't want to go for a walk this morning. He did not want to go back outside. He was shook. So yeah, stay athletic. You never know it could be a crazy dog, could be zombies that you have to run for. But there it is. I shared the story and now we have 27 people on here. 28. So people are trickling in. If you were late and you missed the story about Coda almost getting eaten alive, now you know. This is the third time I've seen this dog out on the loose too. It's broken out of this cage multiple times, so I should know better than to take that route. But we didn't know where he was coming from when we drove by him the first few times. Now oh, nope, I got housekeeping first. I put the housekeeping on early on in case we run over. Final weigh-ins, please direct message me them. I will put that in the chat. Please direct message me your final weigh-ins. If you're going on vacation, you could start by direct messaging final weigh-ins now. You could wait until Sunday. The latest you can do is Monday at noon because I will be figuring it out. Even though the challenge ends on Sunday, we will have one more call Tuesday night to announce the winner, and I'll do a little, send off. I don't know. We'll just leave it open for them to just chit chat. I won't have too much of a spiel, but we'll go weigh-ins Monday noon the latest. That way I can figure everything out. figure out who won what, and from there, yeah, we'll do a little Tuesday send-off call for those of you that aren't sticking in. And my wife loses me for one more Tuesday. Got sprints in today with the new Moana shoes. Whoop whoop. Did you cut the little things off, Melissa?
No, they're
I see a lot
pretty.
of people doing them. They're cute. I like them.
Really?
Yeah,
No, they're
I
really
like them.
cute. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh,
Losers. It's okay. You sprinted in them?
I did on the treadmill. Second sprint, trying to get that POT this year, and I about died. Yep.
Don't
I
die.
don't like. I know. I know. I was
I'm doing that
gasping
right
for
now.
air.
What?
I'm dying right now.
Oh, Val's dying right now. It happens. It happens. Bethany wants to cut hers off. My reason to stay athletic is in case I see Louisa from Encanto on my next Disney trip and I need to take a good flexing photo. That's it. I never want to get in the photo if they ever do another Hercules run with Hercules and be the less in shape Hercules. That is my total vanity thing there. And Louisa's swole. Louisa's on point. We did awesome. Nothing. Oh, I'm still getting messages on marathon weekend before I even go in everything. Did everybody get what they wanted? I know Todd
No,
took up all of them. You didn't get anything, did you?
nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yep.
It's a bloodbath, man. I didn't get mine didn't move. I had a friend just message me. She's like, I got a 5 minute wait, and she's club. She was just jumping in as most people did, which I think causes more of a problem than needed, but I needed the Hail Mary after wine and dine weekend. So you'll be back for Princess.
I got
And
the 5K, 5K all day. You know me.
5K all day.
I'm planning on doing the celebration half, which is typically the weekend after. And I want a dopey in 2028. So I was like, I got to keep this a light financial run Disney
Makes
season.
sense. Makes sense. Went to sign up for the half, ended up with Dopey. Oh, Claudia, you didn't get in? You didn't even message me to let me know. Ah, keep an eye on Telegram. There might be more that pop up. Got into the half, got my friends into Goofy. It was crazy out there. I'm, I have not been a huge proponent of Club Run Disney. And now I'm like, where can I cut expenses that if it becomes available, I can make that decision because I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm over it. I'm over it. It's a stupid silver though. Who wants the pin of the jacket of they give it's a scam, the silver. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't get the goods until gold or platinum. All right, I'm gonna dive in. I'm gonna dive in. Friend got me in for dopey. Nice. That's the best kind of friends. I'm gonna dive in. Let me share my screen. Boom, boom, boom. Tonight, it's more about like the strong finish, strong body, strong mind is the focus tonight. So this is like the part I think most people don't prepare for is that the challenge does come to an end and your habits, your results, the identity, hopefully you've built some bit of new identity during the challenge. None of that has to come to an end. Even if you don't, continue on here, you could still keep with the good habits. You can keep, you can keep the structure, you keep the identity, but usually people do, tend to do really well inside a structure. I'm one of those people. So you know, I I I use the same app. I build out my workouts in the app. And I've had people ask, like in the gym, they're like, dude, you look like you're following somebody else's plan. I'm like, no, I build it. And they're like, why don't you just, if you build it, and I'm like, it's on the calendar then. If it's on the calendar, it gets done. It gives me the structure. I get the notification every morning. But, when the structure tends to go, and I'm guilty of this too, things slowly start to slip. I kind of let my structure go a week or two before race weekends and just start to have fun and wing it. But then I start slowly slipping on things. So it never comes all at once. It's subtle as you start to skip. You miss a workout here, skip a few of the habits there, you start telling, I'll get back on track next week. Everybody loves to start on Monday. Before you know it, you end up back where you started and you're just like, what? How the hell did I get back here? So tonight, hopefully I can help make sure that doesn't happen. Denise got into the half and the 5K, wanted 10K, but it was sold out. Watch the Telegram, Denise, or get a charity. We'll get you in there. We got you. Let me jump screens. There we go. So, before we go forward, I do want to acknowledge the past 6 weeks. So just slowing things down for a second. You know, don't you y'all showed up for 6 weeks. It is St. Patrick's Day. Maybe some of y'all don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but you're sitting here at 6 o'clock at night with me. Some of you are cooking, some of you got kids running around screaming in the background, and you still showed up. So don't brush past that like it's like a normal thing. It's not. People are busy. People sometimes you don't feel like it sometimes. You know, you showed up when it's easier to just skip the day and I'll get back on track next week. And I get a lot of data through my app. So I can see the fall off points. There's some people that signed up that didn't even start. And I messaged them and I'm like, dude, I got you. You could join the next one. I'm not gonna, but they didn't do one thing. They didn't log on to one call. They didn't log one workout. They didn't log one meal. And I'm like, the heck did you sign up for? I don't want that. Come into the next one free. Let's try again and get back on track. Some people fell off at week 3. Some fell off week 4. If you're still here now, I feel like you showed up more, and that's what really matters. So, because should tell you a little something about yourself, tell you you're capable of following through. A lot of people get stuck in the I start and stop cycle. So hopefully, even if this is the end of next week's the end of 6 weeks, you broke that cycle and you continue to lift some damn weights, continue to watch what you're eating and drink water and cut the technology and get the steps and all that fun stuff. So really just take a sickness happens. That happens to a lot of us. So if you got sick, Wendy, you're here right now. So I got no complaints about that. That means you got back on the horse. I think there's been probably 20 or 30 people that said, I got the flu at some point during this challenge. I'm going to get back at it next week. And most of them did, which is shocking to me because it's usually where people fall off. You get sick and it's like, well, challenge is already, it's week 4. I'll just give it up. Effing COVID. Bethany brought that back from Princess. Had a death in the family, then got sick and still jumped back in. Well, you're a machine, and I know that outside of here, girl. I know that outside of here. So take a second, like recognize your progress, not so much what you wish went better, not what you didn't do, not none of that. Look at what you did well. Like if you got more consistent, if your workouts improved, you made better food choices, your energy is better throughout the day. If you got any kind of win, just drop it in the chat because this part's important. You got to acknowledge your wins. And I'm gonna get quiet now. See if anybody drops anything in the chat. So much went well. This was a great kickstart. Boom. Just Todd. Todd's the only one that had a win. Hydration's back on one. Food logging. Happy to have y'all. Got stronger. That's what's up, Joey. That's what I'm talking about. Better with grocery shop meal prep. Been so sore in this new workout series I'm in. I love it. I'm gonna take notes, Bethany. I will try to keep you getting sore. You've been stacking up PRs too. Stop binging on chocolate in the middle of the night and the daytime too. Boom, I'll take that. Luckily, I haven't had any major setbacks. I'll take that as a win. Consistency. Slight mental shift in the last week. Got 9 miles in on Sunday and was considering not doing it. Haven't missed a lifting session. Also got back to the habit of doing PT, meal prep, hydration. I got my bicep shadow. Definitely got more consistent. Boom. Didn't fall off after Princess. A lot of people guilty of that one. Sort of consistent in between challenges, but during the challenges, I'm way better. I'm gonna touch on that. I'm gonna touch on that in a little bit as well. Doing way better during the challenges, but hopefully, hopefully you focus on that. Down 10 pounds so far. Learn how to fuel my body. I'm gonna even pause for that. I fell off running. Well, you're a different story. You got COVID and you brought the ick back. So you're good. You upped your strength in walking. So many people want to focus on what's missing, not the fact that they're improving. Like, oh, I only got 2 workouts in this week. I didn't get all 3 in. I only got 2 in. And then I ask, what kind of strength work were you doing 7 weeks ago? 0. 2's better than 0. So it's like that you got to just shift your focus, shift your mindset a little bit, and keep your eye on the prize. Even though I didn't log all my workouts, I got in the gym to lift more than I have in years and down 9 pounds. Did you get into another dopey, Laura?
I decided to go for the marathon because I want to focus on strength and I can't do that running all those miles. So I'd rather get buffer. So, work on strength.
I love it. I love it. That's what I'll take that.
I'm not
Strength.
buff at all, so
You
but I'm
trying to
gonna get buff.
you're trying to speak my language right here.
Yes, yes, sir.
Laura, name drop your podcast.
Wired to Run Pod.
Wired
On
to Run
Instagram.
Pod.
You're gonna come on, right, Coach?
I'm gonna come on. Laura is a longtime friend of mine, so I got to give her a little plug on here. Wired to Run podcast.
Yes, 9 years, Coach. We've been friends 9 years.
Crazy. Down 2.5 inches on the belly, 23 pounds. Had a lot to work from. Todd, you're like a sculpture. It starts as clay, brother, and then we're just chipping away. We're just chipping away at it.
Let's chip. I'm ready to chip.
Let's chip. The transformation truth, I call this one. So this is what I want everybody to understand. A lot of the big change that's happened over 6 weeks is not just physical. It's your mental, it's behavior. I talk a lot about identity, where you put in the damn effort. That builds a new identity. You started building hopefully better patterns. All right, I'm running 3 days a week now. I'm doing strength training 3 days a week. I got a better idea of what I'm putting into my body. And with that, you start showing up different. And that's what, in my opinion, really drives the long-term results. It's the only thing that changed. It was your weight, your body. It's easy to go backwards. When your behavior changes, that sticks. To me, it is just natural habit to get up. It's stupid daylight savings. I should scratch that. I was gonna say to get up at 4:30 and get my butt to the gym. Daylight savings been giving me a run for the money. Got up on time today, but it's just it's like taking a shower or brushing my teeth at this point. So we just keep going, and just hopefully you now it's starting to feel natural to you. The mental health side, where I like to look at it, because I was a mess before I got into fitness. I was a effing train wreck. And maybe I'll do a group coaching story one night where I share the train wreck. Oh, y'all wouldn't even believe. But I was a hot mess. And fitness, it's nice to be in shape. Like it's way beyond how you look. So a lot of people come in looking for weight loss. A lot of people I know stay because of how long how it impacts the mental state. So if you train consistently, stress is lower. The mood gets a little more stable. You feel more confident. You're more in control of the day. And that control, you can just carry it, with everything else. Your work, your family, your decisions, all of that. It's bigger than the gym. It's bigger than hopefully having a six-pack abs. To me, it is, at least. She knows. She tell me, like, if I take too long off, and I try to do deload week. She's like, get your butt to the gym because you're starting to while out a little bit. You're starting to get a little twitchy. You're a little more stressed. Win right now while doing sprints, 2 treadmill miles in less than 30 minutes. Boom. 5-minute warm up, going from 3 to 3.5. I like it. Killing it. A year ago, I was in the worst point in my life. And between this group and my Run Disney peeps, I can tell you I'm a better person. I miss all y'all. Don't say goodbye yet. Relax, Erica. Just relax. Just relax. But for me, it's a very big mental thing where I know I feel better going after my day. And I hope you found that portion of it for yourself as well. And we go into consistency. Think about a week where you were just locked in. It's usually week one for everybody. A lot of people get super locked in. You're consistent with the workouts. You're paying attention to the nutrition. You're showing up. Think back to how you felt that week. Probably had more energy, probably were a little more focused, handled the stress better, felt more in control of life. It's not a random thing. That's the result of all the actions just lining up, and the feeling it's something you could create again. It's not luck. So hopefully, that's what I get feeling consistent. I'm like, meal prepping on Sunday. I'm always going to be off to a great week. If somebody drags me out and about on Sunday and the meal prep is the thing that the ball gets dropped on, I'm a hot mess that week. I am like all over the place. I don't have the food ready. I'm like, what am I going to eat? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? And I'll become a mess. It's not fun. The truth. This part is hard. So we got to address it. Eventually motivation drops. Life gets super busy. Results tend to slow down. Habits start creeping in, and this is where a lot of people fall off. It's not because you don't care, but it's because you're not really prepared mentally for that phase. And I've been through. I started and stopped way so many times when I was starting my journey, and just because, oh my God, I didn't see results in 3 months, and I didn't see results in 6 months. And the problem was the results I was looking for weren't the results I was getting. So I didn't have my eye on the other things. I wasn't focused on getting stronger. Then I'm like, why don't I look like the guy in the magazine? Why don't I look like Arnold Schwarzenegger after 6 months? So a guy that's been dedicating his much younger me, but a guy that's been dedicating his whole life to this. Like, why don't I look like that yet? 3 months in, 6 months in. If if you came out of this challenge and you look like me, like we got to get you a trophy, like a special, like I don't know, the platinum medal, something, because it takes time. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time, and the real problem is for a lot of people, it's not because they don't know what to do. You know how to train. Almost all of you came in here as some form of runners, so you know you got to be consistent with running to get better at running. You know what better nutrition looks like. It's the outside of the grocery store instead of the Oreos. A lot of times it's mindset. So all or nothing thinking, if it's not perfect, it doesn't count. I'm going back to that person who messaged me and said, I only got 2 workouts in this week. I sucked. No, you got 2 workouts in this week that you weren't doing 7 weeks ago. I forgot to track nutrition because I was traveling to Disney. No, you're on vacation. Go freaking enjoy yourself. Like enjoy the churro. That is my motto around here. Eat the churro. All or nothing thinking though is a killer. The guilt after missing a day, that turns into just avoiding getting back on track because you don't want to go through that again. If you let the scale dictate your effort, my scale went up 3 pounds today. I'm not even kidding. I was 216 yesterday. I was 219 this morning. I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know if it was a bad night's sleep. I'm inflamed or what. And I was like, Mom, I'm like, what? I still went to the gym. I still worked out. And I said, no, I didn't freak out about it. I didn't adjust my macros. I said, let's just see. I wonder what it was that fluctuated it. What did my wife put into our dinner that made me bloated? Yeah, you might have said that, Val, but you weren't the only one. But these things break consistency, so they're no good. So now we look at like mindset shifting. So I want to clean it all up. If you miss a workout, a lot of people go straight to the I'm off track. I failed this week. Miss Monday, and then they don't get back until next Monday. Well, you still got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like you didn't fall completely or you missed the day. Life happens. It happens to all of us. It happens to me. I did not work out last Monday. But I kicked off this week great. I had a great Monday workout. That turns into 2 missed workouts. Then it turns into a week. Instead, start thinking about I missed today. I'm gonna adjust. I'm gonna shift gears. I'm gonna get back at it tomorrow. That could be saying, all right, I'm gonna do my 30-minute run that I had scheduled Tuesday, fall right back into strength on Wednesday. Or you know what? I got extra time on Tuesday. I might warm up with my 30-minute run or do a 30-minute strength because I got options for those and jump back in. I got an hour. I can do 30 and 30, and then I'm right back on schedule. That's it. It's no emotion, it's no overthinking, it's just adjusting, moving forward, and keeping in the right direction. Uh-oh, there's a sneeze coming. I can feel it. My scale was the highest it's been in a year. Nope, lost it. Then one day it dropped to the lowest I've been in a year. Stupid scale. When you're sick, your body's got different things working behind the scenes. So if it happens, look for the long-term trend lines. That's me today. Although you sent me your long-term trend lines, and luckily you're light. That's me today. I missed yesterday, so I'm getting it done later tonight. Good job to me for not totally bailing. Go, Sophie. Mindset shift number 2. If the scale doesn't move, it's not working. It's not working. I went up 3 pounds today. No idea why. I couldn't figure it out. Better question. What did I do this week? That's what I started looking at. I'm like, what did we have for dinner? We had ground beef, cottage cheese, a half an avocado each, and sweet potatoes. So it wasn't a dinner, and I didn't do anything else really off track. So maybe it was the sleep, maybe it was my hydration was a little off. Maybe I was just inflamed from yesterday's workout because I went pretty hard, but if I was hanging around Disney all weekend and the scale froze, that, okay, maybe I was having too many of the churros, and let's get back on track Monday and reassess and realign. Usually weekend bump ups are not the real story because everybody's got a life. You gotta enjoy the weekend a little bit. You can't be handcuffed to the diet completely unless you're trying to be a professional bodybuilder. But did you get the workouts in? Did you get the steps in? Did you stay consistent with the nutrition? Ask yourself those questions. If the actions are there, the results eventually follow. If the actions aren't there, that's kind of where we have to adjust. And that's why I kind of layered in the habits along the way so that you get used to one, build upon it, keep building upon it. This is a big one. Shift number 3. I need motivation. Motivation is a look. I think it's Jocko Willink. If you're in a little more aggressive military mindset, this guy's great. But him and it's either him or David Goggins, where there's just like motivation is a big all. It's a big old lie. You don't need motivation because motivation is really unreliable. It comes and goes. You need to have the standard. Like do the work, whether you feel like it or not. That's when someone, who take people that take it seriously, that's what they do. They just do the work. Woke up at 4:30 today. I was kind of sore, didn't really feel like it, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. My workout ended up being 30-minute walk on the treadmill, a little bit of abs and mobility, and then a 30-minute walk and on the tail end. And I was like, you know what? I feel better doing that, and I felt great all day because even though I kind of wanted to go back to bed, I wasn't adjusted to daylight savings yet. I'm still not there. I, got back into it, and I was like, I'm gonna at least get some movement in for myself. Got to move a little bit. This is not an exercise like a bicep curl. Take a moment, take a moment, ask, you don't have to put it in a chat or anything, but ask yourself, what's one mindset pattern that kind of held you back during the 6 weeks? What are you going to replace it with? Be honest with yourself. Awareness, and that's been my word of the year, awareness. Got a couple people that don't like to jump on a scale because it's jarring for them. We don't even want to know. And say it's just a number. It's just awareness. So think about what held you back and what you can replace it with while I have a sip of water. I love how Becca's in the other chat and is not on this call. Season, you laughing at that, right? I'm seeing my phone just blow up. And is Bill here? Not a lot of cameras on tonight. Y'all are creepy. It's okay. I at least got season. The other season didn't show up tonight, and I'm bummed about that. Other season, if you watch this season wants to meet you. She's only ever met one other season. My trap is the scale. If it goes up, I'm a failure, but my waist is changing and getting smaller. That's body recomposition right there. That is normal. I look completely different. And I've been sitting at 215 to 216 since dopey, since we started this thing. My body looks different. So shedding a little bit of fat, putting a little bit of muscle on. You don't have to put the camera on. It's okay. I went from the treadmill to cleaning the bathrooms, figured no one wants to see my ceiling as I move around. I had to change the belt notch. We got one gentleman who he on a roll. He was on a roll for a very long time, and it was 4 or 5 belt notches. Ended up having to buy a new belt as he sat at 220 for the longest time. So my waist keeps going down. My wife keeps complimenting my arms. I'll take the 220. So the belt notch, I'll take that. That's a win. Identify the trap. Think about what you're going to replace it with. So identity shifting. So, instead of saying I'm trying to work out, I work out. That we always dog the people that say I'm not a runner, right? I'm not a runner. I still say it. I'm not a runner. I'm a lifter. It's not, you know, I'm a runner. I've run 5 marathons, 5 dopies. Probably, I think I got 60 something Run Disney race under my belt, bunch of other halves, bunch of other fives and tens. I'm a runner. So it's just shifting the identity. So even if you don't feel like it, I still get out there and I freaking put one foot in front of the other and run. It's a different level of ownership. You're not trying things, You're doing things. Oh, see, I went ahead on my slides. That's what happened there. Going off my notes. So you are. I like this one because you are who you decide you want to become. There we go. Now I'm back on track. Um, I am the type of person who trains 5 times a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. No wrong answer there. Define it clearly. I am the type of person who prioritizes my protein. I am the type of person who shows up even when it's not perfect. Today was, but not perfect by any means. And I was ready to throw in a towel after the cardio, and I got my little notification that the garage opened at the house. Gym's about 15 minutes away, and I said, "Well, you know what? I'd like to see my wife before she heads off to work for the day, before I jump into my day. I'd like to see her. So I'm already at the gym. I might as well do 15 more minutes on the treadmill." Well, that turned in. It took her 30 minutes to get to the gym, so I got an extra 30 minutes in on the treadmill today. So it worked out for me. Showed up, wasn't perfect, ended up working out. Came the new baseline. Don't look for the best day, look for the normal day. I'm going to talk. I forgot where I heard it, but someone said, if you exercise on purpose, you're an athlete. I agree 100%. Agree 100%. Trying to think of the last time I accidentally. You accidentally what? Accidentally worked out? Like if a bear was chasing you, like if a Rottweiler was chasing me this morning. How about that one? Yeah. The toolbox. So even with the right identity, you still need tools in the toolkit. So not more motivation, just systems that you rely on that work on the days that you don't really feel like working. Big ones that I rely on. This is number one. In a 10-minute rule, this what got me going today. I was already at the gym. I started moving. 10-minute rule. I didn't feel like working out. Fine. I did 10 minutes. Started walking on the treadmill. 3.2 miles an hour, 8% incline. Just started walking. All right, I'll do 10 minutes. See if that relieves a little bit of the tightness, that I had in the lower back. I built a grill this weekend. So I built a grill and then I ran from a crazy dog and box jumped an electric box. So at some point in that 24-hour span, something locked up. But I said, let's just try to walk for 10 minutes. Let's get the body moving a little bit. Did the 10 minutes, kind of removed the pressure from the whole situation. And then, most of the time, this for me at least, once you start, you just kind of keep going. If not, you showed up. That's what matters. Like I got into the gym. I wasn't about to leave. I just kept doing a little more. Kids' birthday parties where you have to hunt your children across the trampoline park. That's accidental exercise. It absolutely is. That's what we called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. We talked about that, Audrey. Season, let me see that little dog. Oh, I held Coda so tight the past 2 days. I thought he was gonna get eaten. I would have
This
get.
is this is a rental. Um, it's my neighbor's dog while she entertains.
You stole your neighbor's dog.
Yeah,
Smart.
I do that.
I support it. I support it. Um, Tool number two, never miss twice. Missing one day is normal, missing two, that's when the habits start getting built. That's when it becomes a pattern. This rule keeps the slip from turning into a full-on reset, a full-on mess. And yeah, miss twice, it's a pattern. Get right back at it. My 10-minute rule recently has been I did something. I took the dog around a short block. Boom, that works. You got moving. If there's time at the end, you can all see the babies. We want to see the babies. For those that don't know, Heather just had like 25 kids overnight. Now I'm going to go faster. Tool number three, mood follows action. So a lot of people wait till they feel ready. There's a reason my calendar blows up every effing January. And January is the worst success rates I have with people, to put that lightly. If you're somebody that started working with me one-on-one in January, I'm not talking about the challenge. If you're somebody that started working one-on-one in January, I was betting against you. I didn't know how long you'd last. Because people that wait till January tend to just start falling apart the second February one hits. They're used to it. They're used to that cycle. January is like the cue that I'm gonna wait till I feel ready. January 1. Um, none of that works. I think Heather was a great example. Heather came on in like the busiest season of the year, like October, and her big like if we can get through November and December, we're gonna steamroll January. Heather with the dogs, I'm talking about you. And hardest months, hardest months to get things done. You got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got parties, all this stuff. She's in North Dakota. It's cold as all hell in December. She still put in the work. January rolled around, all that stuff went in the rearview mirror. Charlotte, same thing. Same thing. Come on in December. That's where I'm like, this person really effing wants to do this. If you come on in December, like if you can get all this new stuff done in the craziest 2, 3 months of the year, you'll blow it away. January though, life calms down. A lot of people in January, they want that calm. And when things get a little chaotic, drop the ball. I've just seen it in group coaching to like group fitness classes. I saw people all the January, they disappear. I see it when I'm working out in the gym. All those people that come in January, they disappear. So Sean, a November starter. You will I don't know what it is. I don't have like exact metrics on it, but it's just what I've seen. And you didn't wait for the right mood. You just started moving. You started doing it. So you took action. Action takers tend to win. Tool four, minimum standards. So not perfect, just consistent. My bare minimum on the strength is I got to get two. Even if I miss one, I got to get at least two. It's not perfect. I'm going to get two. Protein at 2 meals a day. Bare minimum. Daily movement. Getting up and getting off your butt, walking around. I'm loving the one thing I love about daylight savings is I'm gonna grill and I'm still gonna have sunlight to walk the dog. So even on the bad week, you still start hitting you could still hit these things. It's a minimum. Like it's not about perfection. You will never gonna get anywhere if you keep trying to be perfect. Tool number five, environment will always beat the willpower. So if everything around you makes it harder, you gotta rely on discipline all the time. Thinking my boy Dale, I don't even know if Dale's on here tonight. Dale been quiet. But Dale was going through it at the tail end of Dopey. He's in Carolina. It was cold as all hell. He did not want to get up. And he didn't want to get up. He didn't want to do the work because it's December. It's Carolina. It's cold as all hell. Like, I don't want to get out of bed. No one wants to get out of bed when it's cold as all hell. And I told him, I said, lay out the damn clothes. Put the clothes out. They got to be in the bathroom. My gym clothes are in the bathroom already. The gym bag is packed by the front door. Once we're done here, it's going to move to the car. And, the meals are prepped for the week. Less friction. If I know that bag's in the car, that means I got to get up and get it out if I want to get all my other stuff. Like if I want to skip the gym, I got to go to my car and it feels like a guilt. So set yourself up for success. If you prep on Sunday, you're going to be ahead of the game. So you don't have to pick all the tools. Pick one, commit to it on the final week. Not everything, just one of them, one you're going to rely on, one you're going to move forward with, and roll with it. Roll with it. So looking ahead with the challenge ending, it is less structure. Hopefully some of y'all stick around. I know we got a couple people that are already, I'm already locking and loading workouts for you. And if I didn't send you the invite to the other chat, let me know. I'm on it. I will send you that invite as soon as possible. And then you can see pictures of Heather's dogs and Bob's beer. That's all you're missing over there, right? No, none of them got anything to say about that one. It's a wild and fun chat, but less structure, less accountability, more decisions you got to make on your own. So this is the point where like habits are either going to stick or they're going to fade. So it's also where most people tend to fall off. And it's not because you can't do it, it's because you didn't prepare for what came after. So it's not you need to have this. You got to have a reset plan. If this is the last I see of you after 6 weeks, hopefully I see you on the finale call next Tuesday at 6. If this is the last I see you, leave with
Frankie, if you don't want to eat that, give it to somebody else.
there's always one.
Do you want to eat that
take
one?
it.
Then
What is
sit
it?
at the
'Cause
table and eat it.
We'll share.
I'm hungry.
Ask it this way.
I knew Larry would chime in. I knew Larry would chime in. We're always hungry. Sean is hungry too. Let's see. Let's see. Let me get my
Okay,
brain back
honey,
on
I do
track.
want to put your hair in a hair tie.
I got this. Now I found it.
Okay.
Boom.
I will say, I don't know why, but I found out that whenever you click OK to accept the recording, it unmutes me every time too. So I don't know who it is that's talking, but
It,
there is some weird glitch there where you think you're muted, but you're not.
it's okay. It's okay. I live for that. It makes it fun. Keeps me on my A game. So if there's one thing you leave with, I would say this: always have a reset plan. Have a reset plan. Things will always go off track. Life is never going to be perfect. It is, it's not normal unless you're Oprah Winfrey. And I hate that quote where, uh, what's his name? It's gonna bother me. Eric Thomas. He's like, Oprah's got the same 24 hours you do. Bull crap. She does not. Good thing I caught myself there. I almost said another word. Try to be respectful of people that got kids in the background. But that's a load. She's got a chef. She's got a trainer that lives in her like that can live in her house. She's she's got assistants all over the place. If she had kids, she'd have somebody there wiping their butt like somebody did for all the Kardashians and not doing the same thing. Like it's not. It's and for a normal person, life is gonna go off track at some point. That's completely normal. The big difference is it's how quickly you respond. If you miss a workout, did you go for a walk instead? Did you at least get yourself moving at some point today? If the nutrition slips, did you're rushing the kids off to school, so you grab McDonald's breakfast. You haven't had McDonald's breakfast in a while, so you're like, you know what? I'm gonna have two hash browns with my egg McMuffin. Did you have did you reset on the next meal or did you go right to Wendy's and get the junior bacon cheeseburger and then you know what? YOLO for dinner, let's do Arby's. No, get right back at it after the next meal. Did the motivation drop? Reconnect with why you started. And this is a huge one. You know, for those of you, my horrible habit when we get busy with kids is not eating. You got parents, if you're a parent, you got kids. That's probably the biggest why. It took me till my mother was pushing 60 to get her to walk into a gym. The reason she walked into a gym, my sister got pregnant. She decided that she needed to finally focus on her health. She didn't make time for anyone else. She said, I finally gotta, that became her why. She's worked out 3 days a week since in some form or another. So, you don't wait till it's too late. You don't want to wait till it's too late. Reconnect with that why, figure out what it is, because that will always, just get you right back on track. When I'm not in the mood to work out and I still go, I think back, okay, there was a 23-year-old me that got his ass kicked in a bar, joined a gym the next day, but didn't go into that gym because I had the gym intimidation. I waited till the next day to actually go in, know what I was doing. Had no freaking clue. And I was just lost, confused, and I scared the hell out of me. Could have asked my dad, but didn't want to ask my dad. He knew his stuff, didn't want to do that. Started figuring out, and to think over 15 years later that I got people that come to me, and it's not just y'all, but like people come to me. I'm like, I gotta lead by effing example. I can't be a slacker. That is my why. Because when somebody messaged and said they got off blood pressure medication or they got off, they're no longer pre-diabetic. Holy shit, I just gave more life to somebody. So I cannot slack on my own life for 1 second. So that's kind of my why. That's why I'm so driven by all this and motivated by this. That's why I think it comes so easy. Because I get a message like that, I'll cry for about 5 minutes and I'll be like, yo, I gotta go for a run because I can't. We got one body. We got one damn body. So no spiral, just reset and build your plan. Build your plan. Think about what knocks you off track. Think about what knocks you off track. If it's a busy schedule, kiddos, travel, stress, start thinking about what you're going to do when that happens. And if you ever need a come to Jesus moment, shoot me a message. Even if you're not around, shoot me a message. Give you the come to Jesus moment. And we chit chat about it. But decide what you're going to do now, not later. And then, look at what you've already done. Like we started with, you showed up 6 weeks, you followed through 6 weeks. Hopefully, you made some kind of progress in some form or another for 6 weeks, whether it was physical, mental, non-scale. And you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You already proven you can do it. So, just keep rolling with it and continue on. You're not starting over every time. You're continuing. That always matters. Starting over always feels like failure. Continuing feels like progress. And let's see, just my last one. As we move forward, just think about what you're going to keep from the 6 weeks, what you're going to improve, what you're going to become. That's how you're going to build something. So have a good. I hope the mindset resonated with everybody tonight. I hope it makes you want to go out there and lift some friggin' weights some more and kick some butt and just keep your momentum going. And yeah, continue to kick butt. And that leaves us time to open the floor. I knew I'd have plenty of time. Heather, show us the dogs. Heather.
Puppies.
Me get upstairs. I see. Hold on. Can I switch?
So Heather did
How's
not
mom
actually.
doing?
She's good. There's Apollo.
Oh, hi, Apollo.
He's stuck in his kennel.
So
Mom is
cute.
good. We were a little nervous. Oh my gosh.
And the unofficial tour of Heather's place.
Why,
Oh, it's got a baby.
why do you think I used a background? We haven't put
Oh my
anything on this white
gosh.
wall yet.
Whose fault is that, Tom?
It's mine. It's mine. It's also the person who tells me I can't hang all my medals in my office.
Why not?
Exactly, because I have too freaking many.
Yeah, you might collapse the wall.
That would be hysterical.
There. You're
There
still
we
on the
go.
speaker downstairs.
Oh,
Oh my God, they're like, yeah, they're like
so
little potatoes.
teeny.
They are kind of little potatoes.
Sophie
That's
hit the
Mama.
nail on the head.
Are they making any noises?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh,
I
I
don't know if
love
you
that
can hear it.
noise.
Let's see. They're kind of quiet right now.
I don't know, your finger's in front of the camera, so we can't tell.
Oh, sorry. Just trying to give you sound.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. I think all of us in the group went to bed at last night, and she had three of them, right?
Yep.
mm.
And you woke
Oh.
up to nine?
We stayed up with her and then we thought 8, but maybe 9. And I went to bed for a little bit and then he came out about 1 o'clock. So we had Big Bob. He was last.
Dog Bob,
I love that
BB.
you're rolling with that.
Yeah, it seems fitting. We'll see if the others catch up to him or if he just stays big.
I'm gonna put this out there right now. I was a little when other Big Bob said he wasn't gonna be here tonight because he had his St. Patrick's Day plans. I was a little relieved because he was already slugging Guinness.
Oh, yeah. Might have been entertaining.
I thought we might get turned up Bob tonight, and I'd have to really play moderator. I'm just kidding, Bob. Oh God, and now he's blown up the chat. His grandson's put a little tyke slide in the way. Oh, Bob. So what questions do we have as we move towards the end, or we'll just stare at puppies for 10 minutes?
Can we do both?
You want to stare at? I wish I could just pin her as the background.
I can sit here and you guys can watch the puppies.
Babies. You gonna make me want another dog.
When can I come over? I'm kidding.
Yeah, how do you get 2 of those to Central Florida?
There is transport, or he has family in Jacksonville if it was worth it. I mean, if if we had to drive down, we probably could.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea to deliver a puppy to Krista and I.
Oh man.
Are you guys keeping any?
The plan right now is to not. If we would probably keep a black female. We have 2 yellows. But I think everything has gone really well. So we'll probably do this one more time. Then maybe we'll keep one. But we don't really need 3 labs either.
Yeah,
Not sure
Amen.
how
Once you
far
go
away we
lab.
are. I'm not sure how far away we are from you, Heather, but if you need any puppy sitters, you're more than welcome to drop them off at my house once they're potty trained.
Yeah. Well, they'll be gone before they're potty trained, hopefully.
Oh, look at Mama going in.
She's so cute.
She does not like the box. So we put them in the box when we let her out to go outside and put them under the heat lamp. And then she slowly removes them from the box as they start to whine because she does not like it.
Aw.
If she could, she would have had the puppies behind the recliner. And that's, I think, where she wants to bring them. But she's still a mess. So we don't really want her around the house. And we don't really want the puppies lost around the house.
Well, gee, I don't know why.
Yeah, don't lose a puppy. They're small. They could I imagine that'd be easy to lose them.
They're cute little nuggets.
I used to let Coda walk without the leash before he was fast. Now I can't even imagine because he's so quick now. Audrey's got to go feed the kids. Nobody else has questions. We're just going to look at puppies for 10 minutes. Questions, struggles. Throw me a struggle.
You say that's like it's a bad thing.
I know I must be doing something right. I like questions. Those who did get into marathon weekend, it gets real tomorrow. Gets real tomorrow because then that's like day one. It's official. It's now you sleep on it. It's official in your head.
Oh, it's already official in my head.
You got to get the whole family through Dopey this time.
I do. Good news is both of my kids have done Dopey before. So my wife and my daughter-in-law are the first timers.
Wife and daughter-in-law first timers. Okay. So we got to make sure everybody survives.
I'm going to try to do my own dopey challenge this year or next year.
Why? What do you mean you're going to do your own Dopey challenge?
Medical volunteer for all 4.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Hopefully I do not see you.
That is an ongoing joke in the other, yeah. Yes, we would love to run into you, Krista, but no one actually wants to see. No one wants to
Give me
see
a high
you.
five in the finish shoot.
That would be awesome.
I don't know that have I caught you in the shoot?
Yes. Well, before
were
the finish line
when you were further
last
up.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, when you weren't actually at the finish where you normally are.
That was like a last minute placement kind of thing, so that wasn't a planned thing.
We appreciate you being there.
I didn't get in for the 10 miler for Springtime Surprise. I'm so pissed.
This year?
Mm-hmm.
Wait for those last minutes.
It doesn't happen like that with medical.
Oh, for a medical. I thought you were talking about
Yeah. No. I wanted to volunteer. I'm doing the 10K.
How do you not get in? How do they not need volunteers? That's crazy.
Because by the time they send out the email and I get home, everything is taken.
Jeez. I mean, it's a good problem to have. Oh my gosh.
Is it dinner time?
Yeah.
Or
now you
second dinner?
I'm going to get another dog. That's it. Making it happen.
I seriously want one, but I seriously can't afford it.
That's the thing.
It's my struggle.
It's not cheap, and he's got to go get his shots, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Because our vet loves to find something wrong. He loves to find something wrong.
Well, that sounds like a dermatologist.
Yeah. This
We
guy.
just had the 2 cats in, and it was cheaper than 1 dog visit.
Oh my God. Last time a couple weeks ago, we had to take him in for something. He had like a little rash, and my wife left, and they gave her the wrong meds or something like that, and she caught it. Now, we live 10 minutes away from MCO, 10 minutes away. Our little area has one road. They're on the other side of the road. 3 miles can take every bit of 45 to 90 minutes, depending on the time of day you go. Of course, that was the time of day. So she took 90 minutes to get home. She was livid. And then she was like, oh my God, they only gave me one of the meds. She was freaking out. I went in there the next morning. Dude had a crink in his neck. His chiropractor cranked him the wrong way. And I was just trying to, I was like, you put my wife through stress. That's what you get. Terrible. Terrible. I was
Karma.
karma. It's like, how do you forget? Like, you have one job, man. Come on. Oh, I live 20 minutes from Disney, and sometimes it takes me 90 minutes to get home. It's wild. The Orlando traffic is wild. I preempt anybody that's, I will not advocate for my particular area for anyone. I'm like, I want to get out. It's too crazy. Like, no.
I
Really.
also won't say live in Davenport because they're building Champions Gate up. Like
Yep.
they're building 27 and exit 55 and exit 58. They're just slowly building things up. And I say slowly. I've lived here like in this house for 4 years and they're like building and building and building. And I'll never forget, and you may remember this from last year when that fertilizer truck dumped over and traffic got backed up for hours. It took me 4 hours to get home from work. I was so mad.
Oh my God.
I think I would have just slipped my wrist.
That truck got flipped on westbound and it took people, if you were traveling eastbound, it was mostly okay. Anyone traveling westbound, like there were people who had to abandon their cars because they didn't have enough gas and just start walking. It was absurd.
Sounds absurd. It sounds absurd. It is not. It is Orlando.
Tampa's
Jacksonville's
just
getting
as
insane
bad.
too. Jacksonville's bad. Took me an hour to go 10 miles last night, getting home from jury duty. Oh, jury duty, even worse. Nothing wrong, just traffic.
I hurt today from sitting in jury duty. Though it's the worst ever.
Oh, it's not fun.
Jacksonville's always been bad. I grew up there. It was bad in the 90s. Trust me.
I've only been a handful of times.
It would take a half an hour to go 5 miles on the south side of town.
Yeah, they just build more roads, but then they build more homes. So we're just
till the whole place sinks. They'll just keep building homes.
That's why I left Jacksonville in '93. And when I got ready to retire, somebody asked me if I was going back, and I just kind of looked at him and said, "What the hell are you talking about?"
I'm glad my traffic consists of deer and squirrels. See
That's
you,
how my
Todd.
partner feels about the Tampa area. He was born and raised there, and
I won't even go out to
he
Tampa.
does not want to go back.
I won't even go out to Tampa. Nope.
I live in the middle of both, and they both suck equally.
They do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit on Shauna's struggle real quick.
Oh wait, you said Davenport.
I'm gonna hit on Shauna so Shauna's struggle. I'm only getting 3 to 5 rounds done on the workouts. I've had to change my mindset that it's all okay, and I'm still making improvements. That's one of the hardest things is to figure out time for people. How long it's going to take you versus me versus somebody else. And I test out everything I build out, and it's always what will the time look like? That is why I will always build with order of importance first. So most important things, if you got to cut the last 2 exercises, nobody's going to die if you miss a calf raise. Nobody's going to die if you miss a round of sit-ups. Deadlifts, a lot of bang for your buck. Usually see those at the beginning. So that's generally how I will always program, because you also get more exhausted doing a deadlift versus doing a calf raise. So you want to have more energy on the front end there. So Shauna, yes, you're still making improvements. Some is better than none.
Yeah, and I think with mine, like I'm getting so with the kids because I work out with the kids are around. So yesterday they had a 2-hour delay for the snow, and it's like we're going to the gym. So I literally had them in the small group fitness room. They're rolling on yoga balls, and I'm over there like doing push-ups. But it worked.
You got it done. You got it done. I like the shirt. Ready for the holiday. The workouts are estimated 30 to 40 minutes. I always take 50 to 60. And, if I'm going on a super heavy phase, it takes a lot more out of me. That 4 heavy reps takes more out of me than 20 like light to medium reps. I am gassed after four reps on, and I'm like, I want to just get my body back in order. Sometimes I take 5 minutes. She's like, she hates when I'm in the strength phase. She said, "Where are you? You've been in the gym for way too long." I'm like, I want to get in the mindset that I can get this much weight off my chest. So unfortunately, some of that time is waiting for one of the two benches the gym has. Oh,
Ugh.
there's this lovely woman in our gym. They have three squat racks. They have three squat racks, and then they have another two, but those two are behind like a personal training wall. And things that piss me off, the personal trainer's using the other three squat racks instead of the one that's blocked off for them. Drives me nuts. When nobody's on the ones in their area, I put that on my comment card. And yeah, and then there's this other lady who doesn't do any squats on it. She just sits on the ledge because there's a little step up to reach the pull-up bar. She sits there and texts. And then if you come over and say, "Hey, how many do you have left?" She jumps and does a set of deficit squats and then sits for 20 more minutes. Same lady every morning. I've counted the sets. It's like an hour.
She needs to be tased.
I gotta bring you with me. Bethany has a question about time. I can't make more of it, Bethany. What do you got?
Oh, I do. I mean, I don't have the same 24 hours that everyone else has because, I'm so much busier like everyone else is, right? No. But on this phase, which is the one you were just talking about, I seem to like get my workouts done in like 25 minutes, which is really nice for the days that I am rushing around. But what do you recommend like adding on to I mean, I stretch, but like what do you recommend adding on to the back end? Just like 10 minutes walking or more core, or what do you think?
For
Like if I
you,
have, yeah,
if I'm thinking particularly you in general, I would add some like weighted core work,
okay.
extra weighted
My,
core work. I could point you in the direction of like one of the bonus ones, one of the add-ons that, yeah, because I feel
okay.
like you're not far off from we could get you a six pack if you did some heavy weighted core work.
I mean, my core is so weak, and that was another thing I was going to mention too. Like the weights I'm like lifting and able to lift, it's so funny because like lifting them off of the ground, like I can feel my back even though I like try to properly do it, but then I'm like, well, I can actually do this for a bench press or I can do this for a deadlift, but like just the initial like getting them off the ground is like making my back a little sore. So like I do need to up my core game because my core is so damn weak.
All right, we got to work on that. I'll give you some
I
core work.
I'll send you a message because I have to tell you when we're on vacation too, and then I'll just add that in there too.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, thanks.
Of course. If I'm running low on time, is it the worst thing to do a superset by combining rows with sit-ups or rows with calf raises? I would, if you're going to combine everything, I wouldn't do it circuit style, but you could get away with combining those ones in particular. And if there's others like that, April, just shoot me a message. Like I wouldn't try to circuit the whole thing. You kind of miss the strength benefit there, but knocking out sit-ups, like the rows are going to gas you a little bit. Some sit-ups after aren't gonna kill you. Some calf raises after aren't gonna kill you. I had 5 sets of shoulder shrugs, and I was just kind of sprinkling them in between my other ones the other day because I was strapped on time. So I prefer doing stuff at home, less people. I like that. I like it a lot. No, I like the people. They motivate me. I'm a man of the people.
I don't want to have to worry about, especially in the morning before I go to work. I don't want to have to worry about the dealing with, okay, are you done yet? So I can get my next thing in. Plus, if I'm at home, I can just roll out of bed and get to work, and
Time.
I don't have that commute time.
You're saving
The
time.
gym. So,
Saving time. That's all that matters. Bethany's got another question.
I know you get me rolling. You get me rolling. Um, what do you think about this new like flux of like high rocks? Because like I was doing a run on the Peloton today, and they're like, we have a new 12-week high rocks program, and then like my friend goes to Orange Theory, and she's like, we just started high rocks, and then people go to Lifetime. Like, what do you think of like high rocks, and do you think it's something that's going to be like overrated?
It's
And it's
it's
just a money maker for. companies like Peloton and Lifetime and Orange Theory and
I got friends that do it. It's a money maker. It's a money maker for that. It's funny because I know the guys that rolled it out and made the Orange Theory thing happen. Like, and they're all diehard High Rocks fans. And that was just kind of like that was kind of like the last straw for me where I was like, they've lost touch with their target market, is that they're pushing that. And it's just not their target, their base, but they're so obsessed with it. A lot of the people up at their corporate. So they're obsessed with it. They're like, yeah, let's do this partnership. And I'm like, that's not really, I don't know. It doesn't align with their market. I personally, it's not for me. I don't love it. Do I think is it a good physical challenge? Sure. Is it hard? Sure. But I don't know. It's kind of my same apprehension with some of the CrossFit work, depending on where you go, where it's like, yeah, if who cares if the form sucks and it's breaking down? Go. You got to get time. It's like, no, I don't want to effing injure myself and be out of this for 6 months.
What's High Rocks?
It is a combination of 10, is it 10 or 8 exercises?
I think it's 8 exercises and 8 1Ks, I think.
Yes. So you do an exercise. So it might be 50 wall balls followed by a 1K. And then you do 50 sandbag lunges followed by a 1K. 50 burpee broad jumps followed by a 1K. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like when you start pushing, it does feel like CrossFit Games. CrossFit Games kind of is having some struggles because the CrossFit guy made some questionable comments. So yeah. I don't love it. I don't love it. It's not for me, but a lot of people love it. A lot of people I know do it and they enjoy it, but I don't know. I don't know. My ego tells me I can do high rocks. My max dumbbell weight is 15. Good call, Erica. Maybe wait on that. Shauna, what's your question?
Okay, I just have a question on the sign up Excel. Excel. Wow, I don't know the Excel sheet you sent for the races. Do you just want the big races, or do you want like the smaller ones too?
Yeah, whatever ones you want. Especially if you know there's somebody local in your area. That's more the point of it, to like sync up people if you're local and you want to meet other people that are in the crew.
All right, I was just curious because I was like, well, my big one's Fargo, but I don't have like a little 5K this weekend. But I was like, didn't know if you wanted them all.
No, you put whatever you want.
There's only been a few.
I'm using them more like if you want to meet people in the crew.
Where did you pin that? Because I was looking for it the other day.
It's in the Telegram chat.
Which one? We got
the main group. The main group.
Hey, I'll look again. I didn't see it pinned up there. That's why I was.
Yeah,
it shows on my end.
It's tricky. It's when you go to you have to hit like the hashtag mark in the upper right or the pound sign, and then you hit there's like media files, links. You click links, and then you can scroll and find his Excel sheet in there.
I can't do anything with it
because mine wasn't pinned either. I had to go in that way.
I'm gonna come up with a really easy central repository of links for that other chat. That's on my goal list this weekend. So I'll have just maybe a one bookmark you could save that's got a list of that and a couple other things I want to get out there.
Maybe you should start not another chat group, but put like, do not chat in here. This is just for links, like a link group.
Well, that's
be like, do not bring any of your random comments in this group.
That is not a bad idea. Bethany saved the day.
Look,
see now Val and Shauna, now they're going to meet up. I like it. You got run buddies now.
I found out Aisha's close to me.
Alicia,
the run coach.
Yeah, she's great.
She said she's 30 minutes northeast of the Twin Cities, so I kind of have an idea of where she might be.
Link up with her. She's good people.
I know when I go visit my mom this summer, I'm going to try to find everyone who lives in northern Wisconsin. And Find some running people.
You ain't gonna find me there.
Me,
Oh,
I'm
it's
there.
pretty.
Sean
I'm
is there.
Shauna, what city are you in again?
It's not. It's a village.
What village?
That's even better.
You ever heard of Jack Link's Beef Jerky?
Yes.
So Jack lives like a block from me, and so we're in a little town called Minong.
I know. I even know how to pronounce that one.
Yeah, I know where that is too.
I Googled it. She's not lying. It's the town that Jerky built.
Right?
This rural
Yep.
community of roughly 500 people is where Jack Link developed his family recipe in 1985.
523 right now is our population.
Oh my God.
That's when I said I see more deer and squirrels than people. It's not. My biggest complaint is driving in the sun in the morning.
That's wild.
See, my mom lives in Cable, and I have a hard time running at her house because I have seen bear and wolf on her property before. So I'm like,
oh hell no.
I need to find some people to run in town.
Hayward has a really nice running path that's paved out. So that's a good spot. That's where I work.
Okay. Yeah, I've done I ran on the
Birkebeiner
trail before. I like that one, but
oh my God, bless your heart. It's all hills.
Yeah. It is not easy, but it's fun. So I'll message you when I go up there. See, Tom, bringing connections together.
I love it. I love it. I'm going to connect myself with some grilled chicken though right now. I can feel the stomach growling. I'm going to fire up that grill before the sun goes down. Make good decisions this week. VIPs, I see you on Thursday. Accelerate, I see you on Thursday. The rest of you, we'll do a Tuesday finale call. And then make good decisions. That's all I'm going to say. It's the last week on the challenge for now. Bye.
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 Bye.